Okay. Perfect pitch. I hated bars. No matter how cute I was, how I was dressed, or how young I was, I just didn't feel like I belonged in them. This was not a superior attitude to judge others from my pedestal, but it was my inability to play the societal game of pick me, pick me. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I didn't want to have to say the right thing, play dumb, spend my money on booze, or pretend like I didn't usually eat the full, overportioned American diet. I hated bars, but I was in this particular bar for the single purpose of winning a contest to sing the national anthem at Major's Rodeo. Eugene's Rockin' Rodeo Country Western Bar, 1994. It was early, but the club was starting to fill up with different kinds of people, even some that clearly didn't look comfortable being there just like me. The smell of deep-fried mini corn dogs, steak fries, and onion rings was competing for airtime with Estee Lauder, White Diamonds, and Brute, and mingled with the smoke from Camel's, Pall Mall, and Virginia Slims. I remember wanting to eat, but feeling sick at the same time. I also knew if I ate, my voice would be fighting with mucus, and it would screw up my chances of winning. I had practiced hard to be standing here as a contestant, and I wasn't about to blow it because of my nemesis, and the cigarette smoke was trying to strangle me as it was. The lights in the bar were kept at low levels, and I was grateful for that. I think I found it soothing in some way, like maybe they wouldn't notice me. It's always cool when the fat girl can sing, but it's also a shame because she's not the whole package. Even that night, the fact that I never felt good enough had a presence, like a sad cowboy clown with oversized boots and a hat, staring at me from across the room, sitting backwards on his bar stool. Tonight he was drinking a fuzzy navel, using his trick squirty flower as a stir stick. The spray hole pointed in my direction as well, just waiting for the moment when I would need a drink. He was always so dependable. God, I hated clowns. The DJ had started playing country music, and Brooks and Dunn were helping the line dancers boot, scoot, and boogie. I had invited friends and family to cheer me on. I really only recall my mom and a girl from my work being there, but I know that others did come to support me. The bar was getting noisier with more people arriving, and I heard the DJ make a couple of announcements that required us to locate our position in the lineup to sing the anthem. The crowd soon surrounded the dance floor from the other side of the short barrier walls that usually kept people corralled onto the dance floor. They were supportive and enthusiastic for each of the contestants who had sung before me. But now it was my turn. The crowd was noisy, talking, whistling, laughing. But it all sounded muted to me except for my heartbeat. I walked in slow motion behind them all to get to the DJ booth, and finally to step out in front of the booth to the spotlight. I heard myself ask the DJ, please make sure to add please add a little bit of reverb to my voice, because sometimes it gets a bit harsh. I looked around the entire circle at the faces. Their voices were still muted, but I could see their animation. The pounding of my heart calmed as I took a deep breath and began to sing the national anthem a cappella. I could tell from the first note that this was going to be a magic moment for me. I was perfect pitch. The sound of perfect pitch fueled my confidence in myself and each note that followed. Both the song and I became heroes in those moments. The crowd choosing captivity. It was an amazing gift that I will not forget. That day, they chose me, the fat girl. I had earned my place to sing the national anthem at Major's Rodeo.